midnight.
My country is of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing.
Christian, take a look at your left hand. It's lower.
My fathers died, land of the pilgrims' pride, of every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Yeah, Christian, you made some improvements, right? You look a lot more comfortable than you used to. Let's start with your feet in further. Ah, that's a much more stable base. Left hand higher or lower than his right hand? Left hand was lower. Left hand was lower. Go ahead and start us. There you go. Keep them steady. And go ahead and start the piece. It immediately happens, doesn't it? Yeah, they're giggling because they see it. Good, and let's stop right there. You see it, don't you? The left hand is slightly lower. When I draw attention to it, that's all you can see. Right? So that's going to be awkward for you to work out because you're naturally just a little bit asymmetrical on that left-right hand. Let's go and give you a chance to work on the hold. Of thee I sing.
Of thee I sing.
Right. Yeah. Now, can everybody do this? Of thee I sing. Get the elbow out away from the body. This is a couple in a row where it's been. You can see me in the mirror, especially. Of thee I sing. Like that, as opposed to sing right, and showing the hold right here. You're holding the group on your hand. Right? Let's try it all together. Of thee I sing. The same thing we've been doing. Now we hold it. Circle it around. Right. Yeah. Yeah, and you've already started dropping the pattern in general. I think bring the right hand down to the left because it's a little bit high, it's a little bit formal. Do you have drum majoring in your background? Yeah. No? Okay. That's often a problem. Folks that have dealt with 500 people in front of them over 800 yards is a problem, right? You're used to this. So you want to go, we have less of that because we have like 50-foot podiums these days, so it's not quite as much a problem. But okay, that's better. Let's try it one more time, beginning to end. And I want you to try to musically make something happen. I want to try to not be so safe with 3/4. In other words, show a phrase, right? How can we do that, though, Professor Keitlinger? All I know is 3/4. Well, maybe that's a good question, Christian. Maybe what you could do is make the pattern smaller at times, make it larger at times. Okay, leave your left hand out. So don't do that. Edgar.
My country is of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrims'
Good. Go with them.
Every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Yes, be responsive to him because he'll start going, oh, what I'm doing is right. Okay? Now you try. Did it feel extreme to you?
Yes.
Good. Because I want you to watch the video and see how extreme it actually looks. Because it's subtle. And I think you can set everything up by being smaller to begin with. I think we all can start this smaller. Okay, that's good. Let's bring up Michael.
Now let's say that low because we started kind of.
I don't care what key we say as long as we do it together. Okay? Let's start it very small, folks. Everybody with me? Right? Sing with me. Right. This is very subtle.
Sweet land of
Right.
liberty, of thee I sing.
Right. So subtle. subtle changes, right? You guys will have no problem here. Watch. You guys, if you really lock in, ready? Another one. Just keep watching. Good. Another one. My goodness. Again. It's so powerful. Right? You have so much that you can do with it. So I obviously don't want you to do it that small, but you can be smaller. And guess what, folks? If you're more subtle at the beginning and you get them to respond like that, then they're going to lock in, right? That's that confidence check number one. That's last one, overall control of the ensemble. If you get them to lock in, and then they're bam with you, then when you do little things, you have more control. Okay? And then the group is, right? In many ways, it's just a matter of trying to get the group to focus together. It's not about being able to weave a sweater with your tongue, but being able to control the group and focus the group in together. Not even necessarily control, but bring them together. Let them make the choices, right? You'd be amazed. You start like this, everybody will sing better for you, and it all of a sudden looks like you're a better conductor. Charlatans! Right? Here we go.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring.
Okay, so very easy things to work on right now. Beat 2 every time rotates over. Isn't that distracting, folks? Yeah, because he's changing expectations each time, so be consistent with that. Now you can do it every now and again because you're trying to make a point. This works, doesn't it? If I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because it draws attention to something. But if we don't do it, if we do it consistently, it's just because of mannerism. The other one is I'd like you to start the piece and you can't wait for the sound, right?
Yeah, I kind of hesitate a little bit.
Oh, you kind of did a lot. Yeah, and for us, it was one of these. It was one of these. Right? We didn't quite know when to start. You can feel that hesitation when you're the performer. You've all been on the performer side of things, and you've gone, man, that's such a huge hesitation. Being on the other side, it doesn't feel so big, but it has a huge effect on the other 20-some people. So I'm just going to let you start about 4 or 5 times. Pick different tempos each time, but you've got to hear it in your head first.
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land
That's
of
it. Start again, pick a different tempo, and don't rotate beat 2.
Really notice
My country, 'tis of thee, sweet
Good. That's 2. We're going to go 5, so 3 more.
liberty,
Go ahead, stop here.
of thee I sing.
Stop. And start it again. Start it again for a 3rd time. I'm going to have you start it 5 times total.
My country, 'tis of
Okay, that's
thee,
good.
sweet.
That's 4. Okay, 1 more.
My country, 'tis of thee.
Okay, good. Much better. So there's not the hesitation to start it now, although I will say that once you settle in, it's a different tempo than you're prepping.
Yeah.
Okay? But the hesitation isn't there. So you've got to be confident on that hesitation and then stay at the same tempo that you're prepping. I can see you thinking it. Did you see him do that? You see him go. You can see it in his head. Internalize that pulse. Internalize that pulse. Okay? It's good things to work on. All right? So next group is Michelle, Charles, Allison, Rodimus. Then Jake.
let freedom ring.
How'd it feel, Michelle?
A little bit hesitant.
A little bit hesitant? Okay. Yeah, that's, okay, I was wondering, because what that hesitation is manifesting itself into is a heavy beat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody do this. Everybody conduct, show Michelle what you saw. 1, ready, go. A real heavy beat. Everybody keep doing that, right? So we can feel that heavy beat. Now, go ahead and join us, right? Now, go ahead and legato. Ah. What's the difference? The difference between the two is put it back in, put the weight back in, heavy, heavy. Or in other words, it's fast, slow, fast, slow, fast. It's an unsteady speed, right? Whereas legato is one speed throughout. Foot on the accelerator, 35 miles an hour. 36 miles an hour. 55, right? But it's one speed, 12. And then this is 16-year-old learning to drive. Right? So it's all over the acceleerator. Or staccato, right? Right? But that difference in speed, so that's the difference in the styles, okay? And they were trying to sing it back to you. They were giving you a little, ma, you'll hear it on the recording. Ma, ton. But that's airstream. That's what you're doing in your airstream, isn't it? Speeding it up and slowing it down, right? So that's what's manifesting as you show that, okay? Nothing worse than a conductor saying, why can't you get this? It's legato. Can't get it because you can't get it, right? All right, so let's try again and work on that style. Let's see, come forward and just, yes. Right. It's going to penetrate a bit more.